Are you done blending in? And are you completely done with wearing what society determines is correct for women of a certain age to wear? Then this video is for you. But big warning, if you are sensitive to bold color and bold print, stop this video now and don't watch any further. Great, you're still here. So here are some of my favorite outfit formulas for standing out and looking fabulous. So many times as women over 40, we have the fear of suddenly being invisible. And so this is what I say to that. Just don't be invisible. Decide that you are going to be seen. And one of the easiest ways that we can do that is with what we wear. How many times have you been to an event and you are drawn to people who are wearing bright, colorful things and standing out in the crowd? In fact, you've probably been up to one of those people and said, "Wow, I love your style," or "I love your dress," with still a little trepidation that maybe you can't wear it. Girlfriend, you can, and I'm gonna show you how. So I'm gonna share some general tips on how to create a wardrobe that makes you look and feel fabulous, and of course, be seen and stand out. However, if you need more personalized tips, I do offer one-on-one sessions, both online and in person here in New York City. I'll put the details in the products below. Now, before we get to the outfits as per se, I just want to give you 3 basic tips to get you started and get you excited. But do wait until the outfits come because all of this is going to make sense. Number 1, you want to really start thinking about your personal style. I know, everything's changed since, so maybe the personal style that you had in your 20s is going to be different to where you are now in your 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever it is. However, you will still be attracted to similar things. So it may be that you kind of like a real boho chic type of look. Maybe you're more of a rocker and you like love that rock chic kind of edgy type of look. Maybe you are more of a kind of, you like bold color, but you want it in simple, clean lines. Whatever it is, think about what your personal style is and then be prepared to take it up a notch. So what often happens, and this is what I find so many times with my clients, is that I take them shopping or get them to try something on, and they normally would never have tried on the things that I get them to try on. Like never in a million years. They put it on and they love it. So sometimes I think we block off a lot of things that could really work for us. If we are a little more open, we can discover new and exciting ways to dress. And since you're in this new stage of your life, and clearly you're here trying to find out how to create more of a style that represents you, be open to taking your personal style a little bit further. One of the easy ways that you could do this is go to your closet and look at the items that you really love to wear. Ignore all the stuff that you're not wearing. In fact, declutter that. But really focus on the things that you love to wear. Can you mix and match them in different ways? Can you wear the skirt with the top that you normally never thought you could wear it with? Could you maybe even dive into some of those things that you haven't been wearing and see if they will mix and match with some of your most loved pieces? Just think a little bit further. Also, you can go into stores. If you go into stores and you try things on or you're shopping online, get some things that you normally would never have tried before. So if you are normally a color girl, you like solid colors, try a print or 2 or 5. If you are more of a print girl, maybe it's time to try some solid colors. Maybe it's a different style that you want to try. Whatever it is, just get out of your comfort zone because that's how it's going to get good. Figure out what works for the body shape that you have now. Again, it isn't going to be the same as it was in your 20s, 30s, maybe even 40s if you were in your 60s. I mean, sometimes, listen, with perimenopause, it was like, whoo, like overnight, I felt like my body shape changed. So it is about discovering what works for the body that you have now. If you are going to create a look that suits your personal style, of course, but taking it a little bit further, and 2, works with your body shape, you are going to look amazing. And what it's going to mean is that you're going to be able to wear it with great confidence because you know you look good. So it's worthwhile spending some time figuring out which styles work for you now and flatter the shape that you have today. Number 3, and I think this is the most important, be prepared to play. I mean, really play. Listen, this is just clothing. It's not that serious. Do you know how many times I've heard women say, "Oh, I'm afraid to wear color because maybe I'm going to get it wrong," or "I'm afraid to wear print because I don't want to look a certain way." Do you know what? Like, girlfriend, this is just clothes. And hey, if you create an outfit and you don't feel fabulous in it, you just don't wear that outfit again. You wear it in a different way. Where it can get more costly is if you are buying items in hope that it is going to be the right thing and it just isn't. And that's again where it comes into working with somebody like me that can really help you refine your personal style, your body shape, and help you find pieces that are going to work with the budget that you have. It's not about blowing the bank. It's actually about just having a few key pieces that are going to give you the most wear. And believe it or not, you don't have to have a lot of clothes to have a lot of wear. You also don't have to have all plain Jane neutral colors to have plenty to wear. And you'll see in a minute what I mean. Now, although the items that I'm going to show you are modeled on moi, okay, so I am one woman with one body shape, these items have been specifically designed to suit a variety of different women's body shapes. And so that's why I, in consultation, help women figure out which pieces are going to be the best for them. But just bear that in mind. So if you're having that internal dialogue going, "Oh, well, it will work well for her, but not for me," that's not necessarily true. First up is the cobalt dress that I'm wearing. You're probably wondering, like, I want to see what she's wearing. So here it is, and this is one of my favorite dresses. It is, first of all, in a phenomenal color. If you are fairly new to wearing bold color, this is a really good color for you to try because it suits most complexions. In fact, in all the 20 years of experience that I have with styling women, just like you, I've never met a woman who doesn't look good in cobalt blue. It is just such an easy color for your complexion. Now, it is made with a cutout, which then draws attention to this part, the shoulders, which we really love, right? Because as we get a little bit older, our shoulders are still fabulous. Now, it does require that you're okay to wear, show your arms, but the cutout really de-emphasizes your upper arms and really focuses on the shoulders. Then, as I step back and you can see the full length of the dress, it is a fit and then flares out into this bubble hem. Now, who said we can't be fashionable over 40? Of course we can. The bubble has come back, but not in the way that we used to wear them. Listen, I wore the bubble dress. I loved the bubble skirts when I was in my late teens, like teenage years, but I absolutely love the bubble again because it is a little bit more contemporary. It reminds me of a little bit of that architectural look that I see a lot of women and influencers over 40, 50, 60 and beyond wearing these days, especially here in New York City. The architectural look allows you a little bit of that artsy kind of funky look without it kind of catching you in the wrong places or showing too much or being too tight, but it's still fun. And this dress is no exception. It does require that you would need to be okay with showing your legs, but hey, like you could always do a longer bubble. I've even seen some fabulous bubble skirts that are longer in that beautiful architectural look. So you can have fun with this, but go with color and then go with that architectural look. You're gonna love it. Also, so for my accessories, I've gone silver. Now, I do mix my metals, let me just say. I'm completely comfortable with it, but I really like to kind of replicate the shape of the dress or the garment that I'm wearing. So as an example, because this is round, it has that rounder look, I like to wear kind of jewelry that replicates that roundness, right? So these earrings here give that round, that ball sort of effect. Although, I'm wearing my my ring. But hey, that also is a little bit more architectural. So as long as it has that feel, even my bracelet, you'll see, has kind of more the rounded curves feeling, which kind of replicates the roundness of the bubble skirt. It's not an absolute must. I just feel like it kind of really epitomizes and takes the look to the next level. Sometimes those points of interest can really be around your accessories. And that is the fun thing. Now, I'm not saying just wear a bunch of black. No, and then add the accessories to it. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you can take your look a little further. It creates a little bit of a conversation piece and makes it fun. And if you are enjoying this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more videos like these. Next up is one of my favorite dresses of the season, and I wore it just the other day to an event, and I must have had, like almost every single woman came to me and said, "Oh, I love your dress." I got so many compliments. It's a nice feeling when that happens. But what I love is it is bold. It is unashamedly bold and bright and fun, but it also drapes and feels super comfortable and kind of covers all the things that you sometimes just don't feel like showing. So if you're having a bit of a bloated day, no problem. You're gonna love this dress. If you are feeling like you need it looser, no problem. You're gonna love this dress. If you want to belt it because you want more of a cinched in look, no problem. You're gonna love this dress. Either way, it's gonna go with you and make you feel fabulous. This is the thing. As we get older and as we go through menopause and perimenopause and our bodies are changing, we need our clothes to adapt to us, not us to our clothing. Bonus, it's made out of a sustainable, breathable fabric, so it's going to keep me cool and looking fabulous at the same time. Now, for my accessories, I've paired it with this really fun belt, and I love a chain belt. A good chain belt, not always as comfortable because you kind of have to, I sometimes like to really cinch it in, and so it is something just to bear in mind. If you are the kind of woman who generally doesn't find belts comfortable, maybe this isn't gonna be perfect for you. A softer, more fabric belt, that will work better. But I love the whole replication again of that kind of, I call it the goddess look. You know, it kind of has that really, the Hamptons feel, both the belt and the bracelet does that and gives the entire look. Now let's talk about shoes for a moment. You may be looking at these and thinking, whoa, those are super uncomfortable, but actually they're not. So they're made of recycled plastic. They have real cushion inside of them, and they are just perfect fit for my foot. Now this is the key. In order to find really standout fun shoes, you do need to look around and find your brands. These are Melissa. I love Melissa. They fit me well. I know they work, and so I have so many different pairs of them. So find your brand of fun shoe and then just get a whole bunch of pairs, because I'm telling you, shoes, especially sexy ones, can make you look and feel fabulous, but you need to be able to walk in them. Now for one of my favorite combinations. I don't know what it is this year, but I suddenly am so drawn to this color pink. It's like a magnet for me. So listen, if you are drawn to certain colors, you may just need to wear those colors and figure out how to incorporate them into your wardrobe. So what I love is the combination of the pink and the red. Red has been a firm favorite for me for like the longest time. I mean, it keeps on coming back. So the combination of the pink and the red reminds me a little bit of when I was a teenager and wearing pink and red was just not done. And then it suddenly was, and it was so exciting to be able to break the rules. Girlfriend, we are ready to break the rules. But what this does, this outfit, is it breaks it in a really fun way that still gives you a put together outfit. If you see closely, this fabric has got the pink in it as well. So it's got the red background and then the pink little motif, which actually pulls the colors together. Then also the top, I've designed it with the red on the underside, and that way it also gives that hint of the red. Now, I could go a little more timid and wear a red top, or even the top that goes with the skirt, but why be timid? Because remember, we want to be seen, we want to be out there, we want to do our thing. And so this is one of my favorite combinations. The key with this is to be bold about your color choices. Try mixing colors you normally would never have done. Try pulling together a print with a solid top that you never thought you would wear together, or a printed top with a solid pair of pants that just go a little wild. Remember in the beginning of the video, I said, take your personal style and stretch it a bit further. That's what you want to do. Have fun with it. This is the thing. As long as it suits your personal style and as long as it works with your body shape, you're going to look amazing. Now, what I do love about the skirt is that it is a wrap skirt, so it allows a more fitted top on underneath. The fabric of this is a really nice firm cotton. It is a stretch, it's a jersey, but it's not the kind of lightweight jersey that you are used to, that it's almost see-through. No, this actually gives more hold. And then the skirt can be worn super high up into the waist to de-emphasize the belly. Listen, the thing is, one of the real reasons why I love print so much, besides the fact that I love the look, but one of the really big reasons is because print disguises a multitude of things. We have this illusion that print is going to make us look bigger. Print only makes you look bigger if you're wearing a very, very oversized, no shape kind of garment. Then, yes, print will make you look bigger. But when it's in a fitted garment that actually works for your shape, brilliant. The print just disguises all the parts that you're not so crazy about. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, well, some of these outfits are really lovely, Trace, but what about when I want to dress casually? Yes, you still can stand out when you're just running your errands and doing your everyday thing. In fact, I feel like style is a state of mind and it's a state of being. And once you have the things that are in your closet, you just can throw them on. There's no difference between throwing on a shapeless pair of jeans that are too big for you or too tight for you or whatever the case is, and a loose baggy top, and throwing on a nice pair of jeans and a fitted top with a color that really suits your complexion. No difference, same time. If you have those in your closet, you can just throw them on and look and feel fabulous. And so this is a really nice casual look. Sure, I am wearing them with my high heel pink shoes, which of course I love because it gives you a little bit of drama, but you could just as easily wear this with a trainer or a flat shoe. In fact, I often do. I have some red sneakers that I wear them with, and it looks great. Remember, you don't have to always create a standout outfit, but wearing some color close to your face and wearing it with confidence, that is going to be amazing. Next up is a fun color block dress. I mean, if you're going to wear a solid color, why not make it fun and super flattering? Now, fun, yes, because it's a color combination that you normally wouldn't really see. Again, the pink and the red, you know what I mean. Now, what I love though is that because of the color block, it actually draws the eye down the body, elongates, makes you look taller, makes you look slimmer, and de-emphasizes the belly. This is the wonderful thing. I mean, I love it. Now, it can be worn loose. It has got beautiful shape. It can also be worn belted if you want more of that cinched in look. The fabric is a nice firm fabric. Again, when you're wearing solid colors, you do have to consider the fabric and the shape of the garment more than you do with a print, because it doesn't disguise the same that the print does. The print always gives you lots more camouflage, whereas a solid color can cling in the wrong places if it's not correct. Now, what I also love is also a little bit of a longer back. That way, if you bend over, not gonna flash your goods. Something I like to consider, because that is the thing. I have done that before where I've forgotten how short my dress is and I bent over and I was like, whoa, I'm sure I just flashed some person. You know what I mean? So it just gives you that level of comfort that you know you don't have to worry about those type of things. Now, the other thing I want to say is that when it comes to accessories, if I am wearing a solid color, even if it's in a fun color block like this, I like to go a little more up-leveled with my accessories. So as an example, these earrings. Now, I have to have big earrings because of my hair. You will not see them if they're small. So I go really mega, especially if they're gold, because they tend to completely get lost in my hair. These I got in Rome, so I can't pin them for you, but I really love them. And I love to kind of give that overtly type of exciting look. Now, maybe you feel like a neutral moment. There's a time and a place. You still can stand out in a neutral moment. So even though I'm wearing black and white or black and ivory, which is not a common look for me, let me just say, love color, wear it almost all the time. Sometimes it's just fun to do something different. Remember, stretching outside of your comfort zone. And so I love this look. It's actually a top and a pant. It's not a jumpsuit. The great thing about this is when you need to pee, you don't have to worry about it because you're in a jumpsuit, but it gives you that look. It's also really helpful because they're two different pieces and you can wear them, mix and match them in different ways. But I love this look. It's really cheeky. It's really fun. It gives me those summer vibes. Of course, I have to wear it with a bright color shoe. You know me and color. I've got to bring color in some ways. And maybe you even want to bring like color earrings or something like that just to bring that color close to your face. Maybe intensify your lipstick just a little bit if you are looking a bit pale. Remember, black can be pretty draining, but in a combination like this, it's just fun and dynamic and cool. The cool thing is as well is that this is a magic blouse, so you can scrunch that and wear it to disguise the tummy. You also have these pants are super adjustable so that they will adjust with your body as you need. This is the wonderful thing. Adaptive clothing or clothing that works for your body shape doesn't have to be boring, girlfriend. In fact, it can be the best clothing you've ever worn. Now, maybe you're thinking to yourself, again, like, wow, Trace, I love these looks, but I just don't know if I could ever wear them. I hear you, and that is why, again, I'm just going to say to you, I work with women just like you, both online and in person. So if you need some personalized help to create a look that makes you seen and look fabulous, then go ahead and check out the details. I'll put the link inside of the description box as well as the product listing here. You may also just want to sign up to my newsletter to follow, maybe get some free tips, kind of feel it out, see where you're at. That's also fine. You can go to tracygoldfashiontips.com and do that. I will put the link in the description box below. But wait, there's more. I'll see you in the next video.